Hi guys. Hi guys, this is Joni Barrett with Out the Box Mind Body Studio, and I'm going to teach you a simple but very effective hamstring stretch for my yogis out there. It's seated forward fold. For those of you who are just looking to improve your mobility in your hamstrings, it's a hamstring stretch. So I'm going to show it first from the side and then from the front so that you guys can see. So we're going to come, setup is very important, as in all of these yoga positions and also in improving mobility. So we're going to want to sit in our sits bones. So you're going to reach under, you're going to find those sits bones, like the little feet of the pelvis. You're going to come into your position, and you're just going to reach around and just make sure that you have a little bit of an in-curve in your low back. Everybody's anatomy is a little different. Some people have a bigger in-curve, some people is a little bit less, but what we don't want to see is this position whenever you're in a seated forward fold or for a hamstring stretch, because we're not going to get our hamstrings to eccentrically lengthen in this position. We're going to come up, hands can come down, and to see if we can sit comfortably here. If you're really struggling and it's really uncomfortable, then go ahead and grab a very simple prop, and I have a couple here of a blanket, a towel. If you don't have a blanket, works just as well. And you'll notice that as soon as I come up onto the blanket, then the effort is less. So, but for those of us whose hamstrings need a little bit of lengthening, this might feel like a lot of work as well. So don't feel like you can't use a prop. Eventually it will get easier. So I'm going to come off of the blanket. Those of you who need it, please add it. And find those sits bones. Again, very important. Sits bones, you have to be into your pelvis, into the bowl of the pelvis. Legs are out to the front. And you're just going to run your hands down the backs of your legs. Just make sure you haven't locked out your knees. If you lock your knees out, your hamstrings will never get any longer. So they've got to stay a little bit soft there. Hands come alongside, press in. You're going to feel yourself sit up a little bit taller. So this press in is only enough just to get yourself, your abs engaged. So you'll press in, you'll feel that little bit of engagement. I'm going to be doing this on my left leg. So from the very top of the hip, you're going to lift it up. You're going to feel the muscle right here activate, or maybe even tell you you haven't used it in a while. So that's not a bad thing. Trying to keep the knee soft. If you'll notice that my foot is shaking a little bit, that is good, because that tells me I'm not locking my knee or using my foot, because I can completely make it straight. That's not what I want. I want this piece to work. And again, hands come down, and we'll do the same thing on the other side, just to lift, and it's just a few, maybe hold it for a couple of breaths. Those of you who have not done that before will find it, even lifting it up may be a challenge, and that's okay. It gets stronger over time. And then the next one we're going to do is lift and draw back a little bit. Other side, lift and draw back. And again, this is preloading the hips. The transverse abdominis between the hip points, engage that. The line of muscle pull is in, so you're going to feel those abs engage. You're going to start to walk down the legs. If you can come to the toes, fabulous. If not, another really handy prop, and of course you can just use a tie, is to just loop that around. So once you're there, reach around again and make sure you have that slight in curve. And again, it just kind of depends on your anatomy, how big it is. But our object is to not reach our feet in this position. So again, sit up tall, hinge, lift, draw back, engage abs, and find your pose. Nice and tall. Now from the front, and I'm going to show it without props. So you who need them, please use them. Find your sits bones, hands, hinge, lift, draw back, and walk down. And you're nice and upright. Head is attached to the spine, so we're not looking up, we're not looking down. We're just looking wherever our spine happens to take us. So play with that. If you want more information, please go to my website, otobefit.com, or my Facebook page, Out the Box Mind Body Studio. I'll post some more information, especially about the anatomy for this. So if you're interested, please check that out. have some workshops coming up, so you'll find those on my website as well. So if you're intrigued on how to improve your mobility, trying to get hamstrings, hip flexors, any of that, a little bit more mobile, by all means, come and see me. You guys have a great day. Until next time.